Press start to begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Super Bonus Round. I'm your host, John Mugiwara JM.
And I'm Chad Peanut.
And I'm Rich Rain Wizard 767.
And welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is a game.
Hang on 1 second.
Yes.
Hang on 1 second. I just want to take a quick picture for socials.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Go ahead.
All right. So, this is a game I've been wanting to do on the channel since I first launched it, and I was actually interested in doing it with Jonathan, but the Ace Attorney games weren't on consoles yet, so we just never got around to it. But then the consoles came out after he left, and I'm like, shit, I need the right person to do it with. Austin has already played the first two games, and Rich hasn't played any of them, so I figured we need a short game in between Metal Gear and we can't do Spyro Enter the Dragonfly right now because my PS2 is busted, so I figured, fuck it, let's play the first Ace Attorney game.
Hell yeah.
I have played this game about 4 times, I think. I love them that much. You said you've only played the first 2?
Yeah.
So this will be interesting when we get to the third one. So if we ever have a short series we want to do in between our long games, we can always come back to these.
Oh, fuck yeah.
At least the first 3, because they have not ported 4, 5, and 6 yet. Capcom.
No.
Capcom. The 3DS and Wii U eShop are dead. Put 4, 5, and 6 on Switch already. I'm warning you. If you don't do it, I'll come find you.
and Capcom's like, tried, bitch.
And I forgot how creepy that guy is.
Hey, Rich, at least Capcom's giving you a W this year.
I know, but it's been 20 years overdue.
All right, so now for something that's been about 6 years overdue, because I wanted to do this since the beginning. You guys ready to start?
The first turnabout, yeah.
All right, so we kind of discussed what characters we'll be reading for like the major characters. I guess we'll decide as we go along for the rest of it.
Oh, I've got how grim these.
And this is my first time playing the remastered collection. Last time I played this was on 3DS.
Oh shit!
That bitch dead.
Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
So this is like one of the rare cases in the series where, like, yeah, you know who did it right away. August 3rd, 9th to 47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
But unfortunately, you can't just outright call it. You have to strategize it.
You have to prove it in court.
Yeah.
Because you're defending the person who is being accused. Oh, yeah. Boy, am I nervous.
Right?
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Well, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this.
Yeah, this is Phoenix Wright's first case he ever does.
Yeah. It says a lot about you and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Okay.
It's over.
Let Rich have Larry.
Okay.
So this guy is like super pathetic, Rich. So whatever you want to do for that.
Well, I'm also Miles as well.
Hey, not behind the TV, buddy, eh?
My life, everything, it's all over.
Rich, do you want to be Larry? Or do you want Austin to do it?
I'm Miles, so just do whatever you want.
Okay. You know what? Let's have Rich be the judge. So Austin, you get it.
Okay. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Death! Despair! It's gonna do it! I'm It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Nick!
Hey. Hey there, Larry.
His last name's Butch? Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give it a death sentence! I ain't afraid to die!
What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over! I'm finished! Finished!
Yeah, I heard you hang up like three or four times. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, because Austin's cutting out really bad.
Well, he's cutting out a little bit too, but it's fine because his recording's gonna save it. It's okay.
All right.
I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you.
Oh, boy.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. God, that's almost how long I've known you guys.
Oh, damn.
He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do.
Wipe the sin off that butts.
Well, I've known you guys for only 15 years.
August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2.
Well, number 2 is usually associated with butts.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
Can I be Winston Payne? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Well, actually, in Austin, you can be it because I have to be Phoenix. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ready to rub salt under the wound.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. And shaking, eyesight fading, palm sweaty, mom spaghetti.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely.
Basically, the tutorial.
Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Butts.
Easy, Larry Butts.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Now, they never told you, but...
Court record? Cindy.
Whew, I know this one. I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No! No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the off button to check it out any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me. Please, I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cinder block.
Cindy Stone.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death?
Blunt force trauma.
She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt object.
Hit with a blunt object.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Rich, this is your first pun. The prosecutor's name in all the first cases of the games, his name is Winston Payne.
Yes. Man, he'll be Winston by the time I'm done with my questions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry, that's Judge.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object which would make her wince in pain. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
Haha, haven't heard that one before, Your Honor.
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. Thinking really hard would make people wince in pain. I mean, the court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record.
And thinking is rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently.
Rich, I'm writing that one down. First episode title, Thinking is Very Heavy.
Yes. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butch, to the stand.
It's Mia.
John.
Chief, what do I do now? Sorry, I was still writing that down. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case.
I also don't want to forget the episode title and have to guess later.
You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Oh, I'm sure this will go good. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony!
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butch, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was... Ooh, excuse me, that was the shit juice. She was in Paris until the day before she died.
The prosecution will refrain from drinking shit juice in the courtroom.
Cheerfully withdrawn, Your Honor. Passport added to the court record.
That shit juice sounds really bad. Alright, let's further ban from there. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Almost as bad as the game it was based on.
Jesus. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income.
Dude, I like Battletoads, and that's why she left you.
Oh, jeez. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Well then.
Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts.
And in exchange, she took care of their limp dicks.
Oh, jeez. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
To quote Marge Simpson, it's true, but you shouldn't say it.
Dude!
The reaction exactly.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Bunch, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering?
Stop him from answering.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
He winced in pain.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating sea dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, what I mean on the afterlife? I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't.
Larry, shut the fuck up!
Larry, you idiot!
Oh, he went. What do I do? Hold on. I legitimately don't remember, so I want to be careful here.
To the guide.
I'm not entirely sure it matters.
Alright, let's stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a
Oh my god. Well, it's like this. I don't remember.
I fucking love these games.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go into the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making a gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
You saw the victim of the crime? Oh god, that's fucked up, man.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building.
Who the fuck sells newspapers anymore?
This is from like this is from like 2003.
Oh yeah, this came out.
Oh my god, there's another one.
Yeah, this originally came out on the new Game Boy. Please bring Mr. Frank Shawit to the stand.
There's another one.
Yeah, Rich, they're all over the place.
No, he's happy about being a witness. Mr. Shawit, you. Oh, damn it, I just got it now!
Yes! That's what I'm saying!
You played these games before too!
You played yourself!
It's been a while, John.
It's the first fucking case!
It's been a while. Mr. Shaw. Oh, damn it. Oh, yes, the newspapers. Yes.
Mr. Saw It, you may proceed with what you saw.
Oh, don't worry. The obvious joke will at some point be made.
Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness's account.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
You don't say.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Shart used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Perusal.
Peruser.
Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Your cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witnesses gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Yeah.
He's innocent, right?
He's just a guy. Your client's innocent.
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony.
Yeah, I didn't hear Austen first, but then I was like, oh yeah, I did hear him.
Because again, internet.
Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Alright.
And Austen, you got a really bad echo.
Sorry about that, I'm recording in my basement. Open the courtroom with the R button, then point out contradictions in the testimony.
Don't worry, then when I do noise filtering, it gets filtered out. Alright.
Cross-examination time.
Now, I know the answer, but do you guys... Why don't I have you guys look at the testimony and you tell me if you see something wrong.
Alright, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing in a park. Okay, so he's saying that he was going door to door. He thought that he was in a hurry and left the door half open. Okay. Thinking, yeah, he looked inside the apartment. Saw a lying there. Okay.
Yeah, and she was bleeding out of the head, so like that's hard to miss.
Yeah, that's pretty hard to miss.
Quailed in fright, found himself unable to go inside. Thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in their apartment wasn't working because there was a blackout, right?
But the prosecution did say, now, even though she had supposedly had a cordless phone that wasn't working during the blackout, but yet he went to a nearby park and found a public phone. How far was the park away?
I don't think that's super relevant. So, like, what you can do is if you want more information on something, actually, you know what, Rich? Just for the sake of the argument, let's press it. not necessary, but we can do it. Why use a public phone?
Don't you have a cell phone?
Austin, the two.
Well, you see, I don't have a
so
cell
don't
phone.
have a cell phone.
And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments.
Oh, right.
Middle of
Sorry,
the
wrong
afternoon. What time did you call?
What time did you call again?
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
This is the
And
statement.
yeah.
This is the statement you press.
Yep.
1 p.m. Are you certain? Now, for Rich, since you haven't played these games before, that health bar is like how many tries you get before you fail. Generally, if that bar disappears, that means you got it right. 1 p.m. Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident.
1 p.m.?
1 p.m.
Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
He says he remembered he called at 1 p.m. Well, let's look at the autopsy report.
Time of death? Between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Oh, shit! I sent some evidence to contradict him.
The autopsy.
All right, you guys know what's coming, right? Even if you don't play these games, you know what I'm going to say next. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? That's his voice.
Oh my god, that hurt. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
No, that's not trivial.
That's not trivial at all. Nope. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw It? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Ready to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give me your testimony again?
And would you care to straighten out your spine? I mean, you're just Simeon, like you got a short back or something. You see, when I found a body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying that time, it was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program.
Bullshit!
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
And hello, Chase. Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
Yeah, this one's easy.
Look at the phone record.
There's a voice saying the time. Well, you gotta press it because yeah. Hold on. Are you sure it was a television, not a radio?
Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio.
But
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises.
I think Rich already knows what's wrong with this statement.
There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy.
Hold on.
Exactly!
Exactly. You figured it out.
Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the jibe. Okay, go back.
It's this one. Yes, it's this one. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh, he's starting to sweat. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Yeah!
Got it.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Damn straight.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor.
He's wiggling even faster now.
I just have that samba heat. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Do we have the air conditioning on?
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Oh, I meant to hold that butt in for a change.
I would have preferred if you just, held that thought in too.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Oh my god. No! You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. No, it doesn't! It's a statue! The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Mm-hmm.
Gladly.
Cross-examination.
Oh, it's the fact.
Oh, music's getting more intense.
Yeah, because that means we're getting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't hear the time you saw it. Press whatever you want, but when ready, present. All right, that's statement 1, statement 2, statement 3.
There it is.
Wait just a moment. Another thing where you can tell you got it right is when you say objection, when you present something, the music stops.
The music stops. Mm-hmm.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. I've missed hearing the song.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Are you fucking...
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says to time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
But you knew that and you did not submit it. That's a fucking crime. That's perjury.
Yes, it is. That's perjury. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes.
Yes.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
Oh, you saw that? You finally saw it?
Jesus Christ!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
And by the way, for anyone worried about the time of the episode, this case is almost done. We're going to be finished in like a minute or two. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solitz, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
Hey, that day, I never... Look, at the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw... Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him!
No, I think, Mr. Saw It, you saw yourself.
He killed her, and he's a burn! Burn! Give him death!
Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound that the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding it. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So, we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
Oh my god, the cutout is so bad!
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How'd you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case!
Yeah, because you said it was 1 p.m. and the time and the cause of death was between 4 and 5, so it's 3 hours behind, dickhead!
Rich is onto something, but not in the way he might think. He's right! How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close!
Mr. Wright? Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens!
I go bald!
You treat me like a criminal! A criminal!
Because you are a fucking criminal!
You lawyers are slime!
I almost had him! Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
I mean, Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But, Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder! Nobody can prove that!
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time down to facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it.
Again, the clock was 3 hours slow
Ask
because
yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof.
She had a passport, didn't she?
Yeah.
Where did she go?
Paris.
Paris.
Which is
Paris.
on another part of the world which has a different...
Time zone. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes.
Yes?
Wait! Maybe I can prove it!
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course! There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. The same way you pull your rug off?
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The passport. The victim had just returned from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the victim, at the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment, was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Oh my god!
Order, I say!
You can't just make up your mind if you want to stay down here or go upstairs, buddy.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected.
Yeah, no shit.
Mr. Payne, your witness.
We're euthanizing him. He had rabies.
He was arrested as been taken away, Your Honor.
They also diagnosed him with rabies. They're putting him down.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
In one episode of a Let's Play, no doubt.
And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
And that was the first case.
Yeah!
And with that, the court is adjourned.
We did the first case in one episode.
Yeah!
Turns out that Frank Salt was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Salt let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim had returned. Flustered, Mr. Salt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find
and struck her dead.
And now he's in prison and bald.
August 3rd, 232. Okay, never mind.
We don't have to read that every time. Phew, I still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You put your own ballast in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over!
No, it's not!
Larry, you're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now?
Oh, that's scared, buddy. Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good! Wait, no, I meant bad!
God.
Larry, you're innocent! The case is closed!
But my Sydney Whitney's gone, man! Gone forever!
Larry, she was, Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Ah! Ah!
Harry? Yes, you! I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent.
Rich, now you know why they named him that.
He got it waxed. Thanks, I really owe you one.
By the way, meet my friend, Harry S.
I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
This motherfucker has no money, I guarantee you.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh hey! Here, take this. It's a present.
The murder weapon?
Yeah.
A present for me?
Yeah, you win your murder case because you were declared innocent. Bye. Here the way is a present. The gun.
Wait, wasn't this the evidence that? Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Oh, well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool.
Quack, quack, quack.
Oh.
Ducky, ducky!
Don't that make you just want to cry?
You fucking cock! What the fuck? You fucking cock!
Larry.
Wow,
Are
there's
you so
cuck of
sure?
cuck of all time.
No, N from Xenoblade 3 is still the biggest one.
Excuse me? I rather not. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
No one here is.
No one isn't.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really.
And really, who would?
Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
The statue.
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. I mean, it was so heavy it killed her.
Yeah.
Well, make of that what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made it feel a little bit better. Shut up, you cock!
Right?
All right, I think we need to call this an episode, everybody.
It's almost over, Rich.
It's almost over. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong.
Live, learn, hang on the edge of tomorrow.
Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." Jeez,
oh my god.
God, he took this pro bono. That's so fucking sad. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep.
Oh no, what happened?
You're not going to find out today. That's the end of the first case.
Oh, but we're gonna find out.
Next time on Super Bonus Round when we start Turnabout Sisters. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hope you guys enjoyed an hour-long episode.